What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Bullish Buzz. Today I have another amazing video on an individual stock that I believe is going to have massive upside in 2026. Now, this is one of my favorite stocks and one of my larger holdings within my portfolio. And this is actually a stock that is following the 40-40 rule. Now, if you don't know what the 40-40 rule is, there's about 5 stocks out on the market, being SoFi, Palantir, TSMC, Nvidia, and the stock that we'll be talking about today that follow this rule. And this rule is that your revenue is growing at a 40% rate year over year, and your gross margin is over 40%. Meaning not only are they continuing to grow in EPS, holding more of the money that they bring in, but they're bringing in 40% or more every year. That means that they are growing in tandem, both their revenue, EPS, free cash flow, everything above. This is one of the best single statistics to look at a business. If they can follow the 40-40 rule, I will have no problem investing within them. Now, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and talk about today's stock, which is going to be none other than Zeta Global. If you guys don't know, Zeta Global is an AI marketing company that is following a similar path to Palantir, but they are not going into the defense sector. They are going towards AI marketing companies, making them one of the most attractive young growing companies out of the market. Now, in a recent interview, their CEO David Steinberg quoted that they bring in $6 to $7 for their clients every single time their client spends $1 on Zeta's product. That means if a company is going to give Zeta $1 million, that company is going to receive about $6 to $7 million worth of revenue from Zeta's product. That is an insane growth statistic, and that is an insane product that they are obviously putting out on the table in Atlas, which they are looking to release further in 2026, that is going to blow that out of the water. They also spoke about their competitors are currently sitting at around $3 to $4 made for every single dollar spent on their product, meaning that Zeta is clearly outperforming their competitors and pushing forward for more growth. They want to get to around $8 to $9 per dollar spent from Zeta goes back to the customer. That is insane growth. And with Atlas coming out, like I said, in 2026, we are looking at a true powerhouse of a company here. Now, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and check out the financials and do some technical analysis on Zeta. Let's get into that. Now, jumping over to the chart here, we can see that Zeta got a technical breakout last Friday. We got a breakout on this trend right here where we gained 8% intraday. And you guys can see we clearly break out of this trend right here. And we are chugging along for those highs at $22.19. Now, as we do zoom out, you guys know that our average price is sitting right around $16.20. We were able to buy shares right here and prior, right before this big gap up on their earnings date. Now, overall, Zeta is in this nice cup and handle formation, and we are honestly moving out of this handle right now. Does look like we can be targeting much higher. And when we do go ahead and draw out our Fibonacci extension from this low right here to the high, back down to the low, you guys can see our price targets work out for our 1 extension up 63%, our 1618 extension up around 103%, so on and so forth. But I do want to switch to the weekly time frame. I do want to show you guys how technical this stock is currently looking. As you guys can see, we have a clear ABC correction after a 1 2 3 4 5 Elliott wave theory move. Now, in my opinion, I feel like we are currently working on our second wave wrap up, and then from there we will exit up to our third wave extension, down to our fourth wave, up to our fifth wave, somewhere up in this range. Overall, this company is growing at a great rate, which we'll talk about in just a little bit, taking a look at the financials. But overall, this is an insane look on the chart. This is one of the better looking charts out there, and it gets even better as we switch over to the monthly here. I do want to show you guys what it is looking like as we are pressing past those prior highs that we retested on the low right here. You guys can see we use this prior resistance as newfound support, and we move off of that. Now, our next target is going to be at that $38 level, and we'll see if we can do the same, which I do believe we can. We saw this company press up to $38 in late 2024, all the way back down to around $10 in early 2025, and we got an entry at around $13 to $15 to $16 to $18, where our average price is now at $16 on over 700 shares. Now, once again, this chart is looking absolutely amazing. I do believe that we are breaking out of this trend, and what I do want to see us hold is this level right here. I want to see us break and hold 2065. If we can do that, I am in high belief that this is going to continue much higher, and that we are on the brink of a larger breakout. Now, of course, this company has been kind of rounding around a little bit, and we have been playing around on the charts, to be honest. But overall, we are going to see this company start to pick up some speed, and I believe fast. You guys can see the last time we had this run up, we in about a year gained about 365%. So we are looking really, really good for another massive run. And I really do believe that this company can see $55.27, which is my top range right now for 246% in total gains. Now, in my opinion, I have this target at $55 because I believe that that is where the true intrinsic value for this company will sit. Now, that will put them at around a 75 PE, which really isn't that bad for an AI marketing company. Once again, they are following in Palantir's footsteps, and Palantir is over 690 for their PE. 690. And I'm telling you that this company could maybe go to 75. If they were to go to 690, this is a $300 stock. I mean, seriously, this is insane. And with a current market cap sitting at $5.09 billion, they are looking absolutely primed for some more upside. Now, in my opinion, I'd be looking to buy this stock anytime under $20. Of course, this is not financial advice. This is just my current plan. I'm looking to buy this stock anytime under $20, and I'm looking to sell this stock anytime over 27. Looking to take those trims there. Looking to sell a little bit more over around 35. Then we'll see if we can break all-time highs, and we'll leave those runners to go to 55 and on. Now, I do believe that this is a company that by the end of, the end of the decade into 2030, 2031, 2032 could definitely continue to see more upside potential. Obviously, that is forecasting out a little bit too much today, but overall with this growth, if they can keep this up over the next decade, we are looking at a realistic 10 bagger right here. This company could easily be over $100 a share, easily see 20 to 50 billion dollars in market cap, and easily make us a bag. So this is Zeta Global. We all know that this is a great company, but let's go ahead and quickly take a look at their financials. Now, taking a look at Zeta's financials here, I first want to take a look at our analyst ratings, as they are rating this a strong buy on TradingView. Now, I am going to break this down, but I do want to let you guys know that I do not really take any of this into consideration. If it's in my favor, I like to look at it because it's nice. If it's not, I don't really care, because we know that analysts likes to shrew a little bit of that manipulation within the market. As we remember back when HIMS was at $15, they rated this stock a strong sell, and then went all the way up to 70. So we are going to have to do a little bit of playing around with this, but right here we are seeing a strong buy from analysts, which of course is very, very bullish. Now, we do have price targets up to $23, up 11%. We have targets up to $30, up 43%. And we have targets up to $45, up around 115%. So overall, our main price target sitting at $30 here on TradingView, that is a great, great target. And for us, that is 100% gains. At 44 as our high target, that is another 200% from our entry at around $15. So we are looking great with our entry, and this stock overall is looking amazing. Now, you guys can see as we scroll down to EPS here, this company was deeply unprofitable, and then we swiftly turned profitable over the past couple of years, and it looks like we are going to continue that forward. We are growing from EPS from 66 cents all the way up to $1.42, more than 100% growth over the next 3 years. Great to see right there for EPS, and it gets even greater as we do go down to revenue and see that we are seeing the exact same thing. We went from around 590 million in 2022 to over $1.25 billion in 2025. That is a great growth rate, once again over 100%. And guess what? We're looking to do that again, get to around $2.27 billion in 2028, just under 100% growth in about 3 years. Looks absolutely amazing. Now, as we do talk more about their Atlas program, which they are looking to release further in 2026, we could see their guidance continue to jump up as they have already boosted this once. So we could see another strong boost for revenue and EPS coming for Zeta as Atlas does release. But overall, we are looking amazing. This is one of the better stocks out there and one of the better financials I have seen for a company of this size and of this magnitude. So overall, we are looking great here on Zeta. Now, very quickly, before we do wrap up this video, I do want to show you guys my position within Zeta. You guys can see that I have around 500 shares at an average price of $15.76. And so far, we are up around $2,500 or around 31%. We gained 8% on Friday for about $820 in total gains. But we do have a small issue. Now, I sold covered calls on Zeta. I sold covered calls for January 31st of 2026, and I am realistically going to have to buy these back. That sucks, but I'm not giving up my shares. On Zeta, I have made over $1,000 with covered calls, so I have no problem buying this back. As much as it does suck, I have made over $1,000 on covered calls with Zeta, so technically we are up almost $3,500, but I will end up probably having to buy these covered calls back. It's at the 32 or 20 $22 strike price for January 30th of 2026. Now, we'll have to see. Hopefully, we can just get a quick pullback on Monday or Tuesday of next week. Then I can go ahead and buy these back for a little bit cheaper. I'm fine to pay, lose $100 or $200 or whatever. Then we can go ahead and sell a higher covered call that is much farther out and much higher in price so we don't get those shares called away. But overall, I still like the strategy of selling covered calls on Zeta, and I do like the strategy of holding Zeta because this company looks so damn good. But all right, y'all, I have a question for you guys. What do you guys think about Zeta Global? Let me know in the comments down below what you think about Zeta Global. Let me know if you guys believe that this is a strong growing company as it does look on paper. Let me know if you guys have the same belief that I have that this company could be worth over $50 in the future. And I believe that this company will be one of the larger gainers in 2026. This is one of my top picks for 2026, as I believe that they have one of the best setups and the best financials and the best upside to come. So let me know in the comments down below what y'all think about that. As always, make sure you guys do drop a like and subscribe, as it does really help out the channel. And lastly, make sure you guys do click the first link in our description down below. Join up on our free Discord. We're going to have a 2026 New Year's deal coming out soon. You guys are going to be able to get 26% off your premium membership for the entire 2026 year. Now, that is all I have for you guys. Make sure you guys check out the 2 videos on each side of me right here, and I will see y'all in the next video. Later.